Okay, so I have a match versus Trav. I'm assuming that that's an abbreviation for Travis. I'm not sure what his name is. But anyways, it's a guy that I met on Smogon. I hadn't been in the battle for quite a while, so I decided to go ahead and get one off. So he brings his T-Tar in, and I just go for the U-turn. I mean, it just seems like the safest move at this point because if he stays in, he's going to take massive damage, which he does. As a result of a crit, but it would have done at least 50% anyways. And if he switched, then I would have, got some decent damage off on whatever he brought in, and I would have had switch advantage. So I bring in Megatris, and it proves to be a good switch because he throws up Stealth Rocks, which prompts me to rapid spin, and I do, and I get a crit. That's funny. And he gets a big Stone Edge, and it is a big Stone Edge because he crits and does massive damage, which I guess mattered to some degree, but I mean I don't know. I guess not enough to influence the overall outcome of the match, as you'll see. And I just continue to rapid spin because I don't need any hazards up, particularly Stealth Rock for this team. And I bring in Darmanitan and U-turn for the same purpose that I mentioned previously. So I knock that out. And I go straight to Kyuubi because I want to get the sand out the way, go ahead and get the the big sun in there. And he brings in Stoutland. And I'm not too familiar with the sets on these things, but I do know that they're physically defensive. So I just take this opportunity to bring in Cinnabar, get that one stage drop from the Intimidate. And he does return, and I pretty much eat that. Like, that didn't do anything. And I was debating between Flare Blitz and Close Combat, but I determined that Close Combat would be the best move because I wasn't sure if he would know to go into Terrakion, like to kind of absorb the Flare Blitz. But anyways, he does bring it in this turn, and I switched because I made an association between Terrakion and Choice Scarf, because I play pretty much. For the most part, I play advanced players, and that seems to be the set that they use. I mean, because it just seems to be the most effective, or from my experiences anyways. But I was wrong, so he got the +2 and pretty much overkilled my poor Ninetales, but it's cool. I bring in Cinnabar to kind of soften up the blows, even though it's still going to do massive damage if he hits me. But luckily, because he isn't Scarf, I am fast enough to outspeed, so get the Close Combat and kill it. I do get a crit, but I don't think that really matters because this is a max attack Choice Bandit Arcanine. And then he brings in Landorus, and I pretty much switched for the same purpose. I wasn't sure if it was Scarfed or not. And I bring this guy in thinking maybe he would slip up and do an Earthquake or something. But he goes for a Swords Dance, and I know that he's most likely going to go for that Stone Edge. And at this point, I was just pretty much, hoping for a miss, so maybe I could like get the Dragon Dance in and sweep or something. But he gets an overkill, he crits, and I just bring in Darmanitan and do what the move says. I blitz, I pretty much blitz the rest of his team. I hate to give it away, but it's the truth. I mean, this match was really hyper offensive. Like, it was so speedy. I think it was about 16 turns, and here I wasn't even sure if he was gonna extreme speed or not, but hey, he got blitzed. He brings in Scizor. Of course, that got blitzed as well, but I thought maybe he would at least go down swinging and hit me with the Bullet Punch, but apparently he was under the assumption that he could outspeed, or he just didn't have Bullet Punch. But I highly doubt that he didn't have Bullet Punch unless he was running some gimmicky set. But that's the match. It was clean, hyper offensive, a lot of crits, a lot of smashing, and once again, good game. I'll have more battles. Peace.